a country in the grip of destruction and suffering. This is the portrait of Syria, for 5 years violently struck by a war that seems to have no end, torn by conflicts of local and international forces.
I nostri frati che vivono lì in Siria continuamente ci testimoniano.
Our brothers who live there in Syria convey the people's desire to live normally and the anguish of having to live in this constant soundtrack of bombing from both sides.
Una colonna sonora di bombardamenti da una parte e dall'altra.
To give voice to the local population struck dumb by the bombing, the Order of Friars Minor launched an appeal to the international community for Syria on the day of the celebration of its founder, St. Francis of Assisi, Prophet of Peace. The message, signed by the Minister General of the Franciscans, Father Michael Perry, and by the Custos of the Holy Land, Father Francesco Patton, calls for measures to help the Syrian population, especially in Aleppo, one of the most war-affected cities.
Siamo politici, non entriamo nel merito delle questioni.
We are not politicians. We do not enter into the substance of political issues. Our goal is to arouse the attention of the international community. Our aim is that eventually not only one or two countries, but all together will do something to stop this war, to resume forms of dialogue and ensure security for the civilian population as well as the possibility of going back to their normal lives.
Sicurezza alla popolazione civile e la possibilità di vivere nella normalità.
The message follows the line of Pope Francis' constant appeals, speaking to the Catholic organizations engaged in the humanitarian crisis in Syria, in Iraq, and in neighboring countries. The Pope said that the logic of weapons and oppression, occult interests, and violence continue to cause damage in these countries, and so far it has not been possible to end the suffering and the violation of human rights. The Pope always remembers Syria and encourages everyone to pray for peace in Syria. Always remember, as he himself says, the beloved Syria, which is in his heart because he feels that Syria is a problem that belongs to everyone, an international problem that profoundly affects the Church. The Franciscan leaders also proposed the creation of security zones that would allow the whole population to receive humanitarian aid and to regain hope for the future. In conclusion, the message is addressed to all nations, demanding that they welcome Syria's refugees and provide the necessary assistance and security to alleviate the urgent humanitarian needs.